There are plenty of great games like Pokémon out there that offer a similar experience. If you're a fan of the Pokémon franchise and are looking for some other games to play, watch this video completely. The first game of this video is Monster Sanctuary. Monster Sanctuary is a 2D pixel art platform with a Pokémon-style creature collection. To achieve the greatest versions of 101 monsters, players must hatch and train them. The game's rules are complex, so you must master every ability and attack to maximize your team's potential. Next up we have Nexomon Extinction. Nexomon Extinction may be better off not being called a Pokémon clone. It has almost every Pokémon element, but it may be a better Pokémon-style game than Pokémon itself. The game's fantastic cast and stamina system force players to rotate their parties rather than focus on a core team. Number 3 we have Temtem. Pokémon and Temtem are similar. Cities, caves, rivers, mountains, and marshes make up its map. You can catch, train, and fight other tamers with wild Tems outside of towns. Dojo masters are gym leaders, and defeating them advances the story. On paper, it's Pokémon. Next up we have Coromon, a refreshingly new perspective on the timeless genre of monster taming. Players assume the role of battle researchers on a quest to discover and tame the world's most formidable monsters. There are thrilling turn-based fights to win, environmental challenges to solve, and secrets to uncover, much as in Pokémon. Number 5 we have Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Digimon vs. Pokémon is nearly as well-known a rivalry as Ash vs. Gary. Although Pokémon eventually emerged victorious from their late 90s showdown, Digimon never went away for good. There are many Western players who remember the series fondly, and who are surprised by how popular it still is in Japan. Next up we have Ooblets. Given its many genres and inspirations, Ooblets is hardly Pokémon-like. However, Pokémon DNA is present. You catch and fight Ooblets. The pool is smaller than a Pokémon game, but they're well differentiated. With names like Dumburb and Wigglewhip, each seems like a pleasant, cuddly creation. Number 7 we have Monster Crown. Monster Crown's gameplay mechanics are modern despite its retro art style. Players can tame and collect over 200 monsters in the game, which also has a robust breeding system. However, its dark and thought-provoking narrative is its greatest strength. Next up we have World of Final Fantasy Maxima. The charming chibi RPG World of Final Fantasy has a monster stacking system. Each character has a size class, and you fight by stacking them. Like Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon, Square Enix uses its extensive history of memorable monster design. You may fight a Moogle, Behemoth, Carbuncle, and a cute Sephiroth. Next up we have Monster Hunter Stories 2. Monster Hunter Stories 2 lets you play as a rookie monster rider who wants to make friends with animals. Name, ride, and train wild monsters to enhance their power, speed, and technique. Your character's weapons provide complexity to the 3 battle techniques, which work like Pokémon's rock, paper, scissors method. Number 10 we have Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, Everybody. This cutesy classically styled roguelike starring the Final Fantasy mascot isn't Pokémon-like. It makes up for its lack of mechanics with that same collecting spirit. Chocobo will find many other notable Final Fantasy monsters and creatures in dungeons and bring them aboard as buddies, hence the name Everybody. So that's the list of the 10 best games like Pokémon that you can play. I'd appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel Games Puff if you found this video entertaining.